18 victory, ending the Vikings' 26-game winning streak. Tonight, Berwick plays the underdog role again, this time to undefeated Manheim Central. It is a Friday night fight for Pennsylvania's Eastern Championship. The WIOU High School Football Game of the Week.
WIOU Sports presents the High School Game of the Week. Today, the Class AAA state semifinal game featuring the Berwick Bulldogs and the Barons of Manheim Central.
This is Hershey Park Stadium, home to high school football championships, where for the third time since 1989, Berwick and Manheim Central will bang heads, the winner advancing to the state championship in Altoona next Friday night. Hi again, everybody. John Nugent along with JP Mack welcoming you to the championship edition of the High School Football Game of the Week. Last week it was Allentown Central Catholic, no doubt one of the most physical teams Berwick has ever played. Tonight it's Manheim Central, one of the most explosive.
Well, they're averaging 50 points a game, and quarterback junior Matt Nagy runs a veer trap option offense with two backs who both gained 1,000 yards, Doherty and Kreider back there. Between the two guys, they scored 53 touchdowns this year.
They certainly have a number of outstanding players, but you ask Berwick head coach George Curry, he'll tell you he has the best player, and that's quarterback Dave Robbins.
Well, no question about Dave Robbins. Is a great one. He's only a junior. Last week, 14 for 20 for 190-some yards. He has 1,700 yards on the season with 17 touchdowns. This guy throws the ball on the money.
And the winner of tonight's game will move on to Altoona next Friday night. It's the High School Football Game of the Week. The opening kickoff is next. Class 3A Eastern Pennsylvania Championship will be decided between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state.
Good luck coming out.
The Berwick Bulldogs won the coin toss. They have deferred until the second half. It is a beautiful night for football. Couldn't ask for better weather. A crowd of 14 to 15,000 are in attendance. The forecast for tonight is clear. Temperature 47 degrees. The winds out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. The humidity is at 25%. The officials for tonight's ball game out of District 1, the referee is Larry Soler. The umpire, Chuck Myers. Head linesman, Ron Shelley. Line judge, John DiCallo. The back judge is Ed Howie. Field judge, Mike Casado. Side judge, John Kelly. And now, our national anthem. For the fourth time since 1988, the Berwick Bulldogs are in the Eastern Final, and for the third time since 1989, Manheim Central will be their opponent. The last time these two teams met, 1992. Ron Paulus was the quarterback of the Berwick Bulldogs then. It's a ball game that Berwick won. They went on to win the state championship. Berwick comes in with a record of 12-1. Manheim Central, meanwhile, at 13-0. This Manheim team, a devastating offensive ball club.
Well, they've scored 60, 60, 60, 60, 75 points, averaging near 50 points a game with a wild veer offense. Can Berwick defense stop them today?
Manheim Central, the District 3 champion. The Berwick Bulldogs and their head coach, George Curry, the District 2 champions. The Eastern Pennsylvania Championship is at stake. The Bulldogs are on a roll. Last week, Lehigh University, they beat Allentown Central Catholic. And tonight it is Manheim Central. A 26-game winning streak for the Barons. And number 17 ranking by USA Today. Doherty, Ziegler, and Palmer are back deep to receive the kick from Tom Hoot. The Eastern Pennsylvania Championship is underway. And the Barons bring it out to the 25-yard line. Let's set the offensive line for the Barons tonight. Zimmerman and Vanelli at the guards. Quinn at center. Moore and Foot at the tackles. In the backfield, junior quarterback Matt Nagy. The fullback, Dan Kreider, is a good one. Craig Doherty, the halfback. Jason Hondrew, the tight end. Eric Ziegler and Tyler Harris are the wide receivers. 1st and 10, Manheim from their own 25-yard line. They come out with a slot to either side. Nagy will keep it. Nagy fumbles and it's loose. And the Bulldogs recover. One play and one turnover.
I think Keck got that ball. He ran an option. He ran trips. One way, came back, ran an option. He was clear. He's had to get his balance, and he dropped the football.
Let's watch it again.
Run motion, fake, reverse fake, coming out with a trap option this way. And he gets through now. He just loses the ball, trying to get his footing. It slips away. I think number 5, Keck grabs it. I'm not sure.
Berwick football, 1st and 10. 31-yard line of Manheim. Let's see if Robbins will go right to the end zone. Slot to the far side. Gives it to his big fullback, right up the gut. Good pickup. Let's set the Berwick Bulldog offensive line. Chris Kishbod, guard. Jason Callback, the other guard. George at center. Vinny Kishbod, tackle. Denzel Hacker at the other tackle as well. In the backfield, Dave Robbins, quarterback. Jeremy Kishbod, the fullback. Brian Smith will start in the place of Ross Stoico. B.J. Hayes, the flanker. Dave Keck, the split end. Brandon Hodge, the tight end. 2nd down and 7. The ball at the 28 of Manheim. Robbins, pitch, Smith. Knocked back at the 26. 3rd down. Let's set that Manheim defense tonight. Segrist and Zimmerman at the tackles. Moore and Hondrew at the ends. Linebackers, they're a good bunch. Vanelli, Kreider, Palmer, and Weaver in the secondary. It's Ginder, Ziegler, and Jim Briggs. Bulldogs facing a 3rd and 5 situation, 26-yard line of the Barons.
Well, George just sent in play by committee. 4 receivers just came in the lineup.
9:56 to go, opening quarter. Hayes comes in motion. Robbins out of the gun. Throwing. Incomplete. 4th down. Just a little bit too high. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John, one of the key people in the Berwick attack, number 34, Ross Stoico. He's hurting after last week's Allentown Central Catholic game. Before this game, Stoico told me he's feeling good. He won't be in on every play. He'll be alternating, but if Berwick gets behind, look for more of Ross Stoico as the evening goes along. Back up to the booth.
Thanks very much, Andy. Ross Stoico banged up against Allentown Central Catholic. Missed a couple of days of practice. Seemed to be favoring that leg during warm-ups tonight.
He was flexing that leg quite a bit during warm-ups. He ran a few plays and then most of the time stood in the back.
4th down and 5. Robbins again out of the gun. Stoico in there in motion. Robbins keeps it. Close to the 1st down. Let's see where they'll mark it. That was a design play.
He ran back almost immediately. You'll see him get the ball here in a shotgun position. And almost immediately, doesn't even check any receiver's eye. He just picks up the ball and he goes. The big lineman get on the guys, which I thought Berwick would do tonight. And I'll tell you, it's a very close play. Kreider, who's supposedly an all-state linebacker, makes a big hit on him.
Kreider, number 34, 6 foot 209. His coach says is a Division I linebacker. Bulldogs pick up the 1st down. Robbins was the difference in the ball game a week ago.
No question about it. He's taken over here again, and with the injury to Stoico, I'm sure you're going to see a lot more from Robbins tonight.
Left heavy. Keep Bengal heavy. Keep Bengal left heavy.
George Curry in his 23rd season as head coach here at Berwick, the winningest active coach in the state of Pennsylvania. 1st and 10. Stoico Off tackle, picks up a couple, second down.
Well, talking to a lot of people before the game here, John, they thought that Berwick would go with 2 tight ends and try to run the ball in a smaller defensive line of Manheim Central. Just a straight out 1-back offense. That's always in there, Stoico. You got to stay on your blocks a little bit longer, and you get a couple yards.
The Barons, a small team, but very, very quick. Watch for a lot of stunning, shooting the gaps. They go to 4-4. Robbins throws. It is complete to the 10-yard line. Remley on the reception.
That Remley is hot.
And it is a first down.
Well, they're giving Remley a lot of room out here. He drops back, he sees the pattern open, and Remley probably gave him a signal telling him that, you know, I'm just going to stop because the guy's giving me about 8 yards. It's a good pass, first down.
Remley with a touchdown a week ago, 7 receptions, an outstanding second half against Central Catholic. Berwick 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. They can pick up a first down. Robbins to Stoico to the 5.
George is mixing it up a lot here with the 2 tight end offense, running the ball just 1 back, up the middle. He's spreading people out. One of the things today Manheim's got to contend with is their D-backs are 5'7" and 5'8". You see a big play here, just driving off the ball, 1-back offense. He just goes behind those big hogs and looks for a hole, sneaks through there. Receivers are very, very tall for Berwick with Remley and Bennett, and I think they're going to exploit the little guys from Manheim.
Ross Stoico 2 touchdowns a week ago against Central Catholic. Second down. Stoico in motion. Robbins the keeper. Robbins cuts it up. Stop just shy of the 3. Third down.
Well, Berwick ran a little motion and made it kind of look like it was a reverse coming back, and Robbins just picks up the ball and follows Kishbaugh with a kick out of the end, gets a couple yards.
Play quarterback at Berwick, you have to be able to run the football.
Well, no question about it. You have to be able to play fake. He fakes the ball. He didn't fake it long enough to make anybody really go for it, and he doesn't get as many yards as he should have on that one. The linebackers are moving great for Manheim Central right now.
Third down and 3. Stoico up the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There's nothing wrong with that kid.
He's in there, and he always wants the ball when the money's on the line. He's a real tough guy, and he says, give me that ball, and I want to play tonight.
Ross Stoico, his 24th touchdown of the season. Berwick is on the board.
Well, Berwick caught Manheim Central what we call a stem, where they're bouncing around the defense trying to confuse Berwick, and he went on a quick count, and he got the jump on him and got the score.
Tom Boop comes on for the extra point. He was perfect last week. Snap is down. Kick is up. And it's good. 7:18 to go in the first. Berwick leads Manheim 7-0.
Sugarman's
Dogs cash in on a turnover. They lead Manheim 7-0. Ziegler goes down at the 25-yard line. Barron's on the offense again, 1st and 10.
That Ziegler's a quick guy. I like to get him on a punt and kickoff returns, and he's really got good feet.
Let's take a look at that touchdown play again. Ross Stoico, 3-yard touchdown run.
See Manheim moving around now, and they don't get set, and that really hurts them, and Stoico finds the hole. He bounces around laterally and comes up north and south.
Chris Kishbaugh with a key block. First down and 10 for the Barons. They run one play and turned it over. Nagy fakes the pitch. Nagy stopped, 28-yard line. Kishbaugh comes up to make the tackle. Let's check that Bulldog defense. Henry and Kyle at the tackles, Kaufman at the nose, Dignan and Stanley at the ends. Linebackers, Knaus and Jeremy Kishbaugh has been moved to the inside. And in the secondary, it's Keck, Bennett, Hayes, and Weaver. That's a good group. Working on Dave Robbins on the sideline in equipment repair. Second down and 6 for the Barons. This is Doherty. Slips down, 30-yard line. Third down.
Well, they tried to run a wing T sweep that time with Doherty getting the ball going around a corner, and he had a nice hole. You see here, we got the fullback going opposite way, misdirection, Doherty's trying to make his cutback, which is the right move right here. He's trying to make a cutback behind Zimmerman, but he slips on the grass. We saw him do that several times in pre-game out there tonight. He has about kind of shoes on.
We would like to welcome the WLYH TV 15 viewing audience who is watching the game on tape delay in the Harrisburg, York, Lancaster, and Lebanon areas. Welcome, and we hope you're enjoying the game. Third down. Nagy to throw. Complete, and a first down.
He threw to Doherty that time. They had a trips formation, and I tell you, Berwick gave them a lot of room here. This guy has a 70% throwing completion average this year, so he does throw a dart, and it's right on the money to Doherty, who swings out of the backfield for the first down. Here he comes over the middle with a curl pattern. Boom, right on the numbers, first down.
B.J. Hayes on the tackle, 1st and 10. Manheim from their own 41. Nagy down the line. Takes a couple of big hits, still gets good yardage.
Well, Johnny ran a veer option to the left that time. The veer is they're going to dive the fullback to an off-tackle hole, and the quarterback has an option of giving it to the fullback or keeping it himself, and finally he has an option of pitching it. So there's 3 different things and 3 assignments by the defense.
Pick up a 3 in that last play. There you see George Curry sends in the defensive signals. Split the back, slot to the near side. Nagy to throw again, has plenty of time. Complete, and another first down. Incomplete, check that. Looked like he had it, then he dropped it. That was Handrew, the tight end.
Well, Coach Williams said he was going to go to Handrew a little more. He only threw to him 10 times all season. Naturally, Manheim Central hasn't had to throw the ball too much. See Handrew going down, he turns out. This pass had to be on the money because he had good coverage by B.J. Hayes, and he hit him right in the numbers, and he dropped the ball.
He was looking to turn it up before he had the ball. Weaver on the coverage. 3rd down and 7. Trips near side. Nagy rolling and throwing. Complete. First down at Doherty. 41-yard line of Berwick.
Well, they ran a trips formation again. I'll tell you, this Nagy's a cool guy. He runs around that corner and just looks and looks, and he has that ball cocked deep, and he fired a dart to Doherty. Here he comes. He goes around the corner. He's looking. Berwick's giving these guys a lot of room. There's Doherty turned around right now. He goes down real low, gets on his knees, catches the ball at its lowest point.
Doherty with 20 receptions coming in. It's right up the gut to Kreider. Berwick right there. Might have lost a yard. 2nd down. These two teams, explosive on offense. You see the points per game. Manheim Central with over 50. Berwick at 41. Points allowed. 2 stingy defenses. Average scoring margin. Manheim 44. Berwick 29. Second down and 11. Split the back, slot to the far side. Nagy to throw. Complete again. Berwick 39-yard line. That is Doherty once again. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John, a few minutes ago here on the sideline, we showed you the trainers and the team doctor working on Dave Robbins. Let's tell you what that was all about. They were adding some padding to his shoulder. He has a bruise there that was aggravated on that first set of downs. They put more padding up there so he can take a hit as this game continues. Back up to John and JP.
That's the left shoulder, so he should be okay. Remember last week he was icing down the right elbow. Trips to the far side. 3rd down and 6. Nagy throws. Completed, another first down. Berwick 29. Ziegler this time on the reception.
I'll tell you what, John. This guy, no wonder he has a 70% completion mark. They're spread out. They have 5 receivers there, no backs, and he sees what Berwick's doing now is mixing up the defense. They gave him a lot of room. He picked out the correct receiver, and Ziegler, the quick little guy, catches the ball.
Very impressed with Matt Nagy, the junior quarterback. Just 5'11", 155, but he can throw a football. 1st and 10. Kreider of the 25 to the 24. Pick up a 5 on the play.
Well, that was that veer offense again, and Kreider's going to get the ball. Kreider doesn't know if he's going to get the ball or not. When he sticks it in there and Kreider feels he could grab it, he just latches onto it and keeps it up the outside tackle hole.
Kreider over 1,200 yards rushing, 31 touchdowns. There you see the head coach, Mike Williams, in his 13th season. Nagy thus far throwing the football 4 of 5, 39 yards. Mike Williams has done a job at Manheim Central. Since 1988, his record 78-10.
He does a great job, and he's head of the phys ed department, so he works a lot hard with the kids in the gym.
Doherty to the outside. Weaver comes up to make the tackle. Maybe a yard, 3rd down.
Last week, we did the same thing. He supported the corner real well. Same kind of tackles on the great backs that Allentown Central Catholic had.
Weaver had some help out there. Nick Dignan, 6'3", 215, a junior.
We're trying to get Doherty on the outside, which is his forte. He's a speedster. He throws a little shake and bake, but Weaver gets the ankle and knocks him down.
3rd down, slot near side. Berwick leads it, 7-0. 1:34 to go, opening quarter. Nagy with the football. Throws and is incomplete. Good pressure up front by Berwick. Dignan was in there again. It is 4th down.
No question, play action fake coming in here. You can see the pressure coming from the backside. He's just going to throw it away. He throws it over the top. No one can intercept this ball when you throw it that far.
The 2 defensive ends, Dignan and Stanley, were in there. Nagy at 155 can't take too many of those hits. Trips near side. 4th down and 5. Nagy throws. It is complete. And it is a 1st down. Tyler Harris, his first reception. And a penalty flag as well.
But he had no backs that time, 5 receivers out again, and all Nagy's doing is finding the guy who's covered deepest. They were about 8-10 yards off Harris this time. Nice pass. Now he's going to throw a little move right here. He's about 5'7". Good move.
Keck, Bennett, Hayes all in on the tackle. Late flag, and it is against Berwick. Half the distance to the goal. It is 1st and goal for the Barons just outside the 5-yard line.
Defense, half the distance, 1st down, and goal.
Nagy is impressive.
Barons quickly to the line, slot to the far side, 1st and goal. Ryder is in, touchdown Barons.
Well, they came off the ball that time.
An explosion into the end zone.
That line came off the ball, got into Berwick, and Kreider just using his size. He's a wide guy, 6'2" something. Here he comes straight, and they got a little trap block, excellent trap on Kyle, and he explodes in there, as you said.
Good block on Kishba, the inside backer. Matt Deppen on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up. And it's good. 1:04 to go, opening quarter. This ball game is tied at 7. The kick, fielded by B.J. Hayes, goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Let's take a look at the touchdown again. Dan Kreider, and an explosion into the end zone.
These guys come off the ball real good, and we have a real nice trap. The 2 guards, Vanelli especially, is a great trapper on this team. And boom, there goes Kreider into the end zone. You know, we saw a lot of guys touch the ball that time for Manheim Central. I was talking about Berwick, where all the guys touched the ball. They had about 6 different guys that were involved in that drive.
Dan Kreider, his 32nd touchdown. Robbins throws to Keck. It is complete. Short pickup. Taking a look at the 2 schedules these 2 teams have played this season. 10-game regular season. Berwick with 2 AAA opponents, 8 Quad A opponents. Manheim, meanwhile, they split the difference at 5-5.
Well, that's not too bad. They're pretty close there. And sometimes it's hard to get Quad A opponents. You have to travel a long distance today to play those guys.
Teams looking to pick up points, playing the Quad A teams. Second down and 4 for the Bulldogs. 2 tight ends, they split the backs. Movement up front, penalty flag.
Well, Coach Williams told me they had to move the defense around a lot and stunt. and never let Berwick know where they were. So you see they're getting a little bit anxious on the stunt.
Offside against the Barons. There you see Mike Williams. It is a first down for the Bulldogs.
Foul. Encroachment, defense, first down.
Let's see, Coach Williams a little disappointed, Johnny. You know, he saw the momentum going his way. He doesn't like that offside. That kind of hurts it a little bit.
He's had a tough time against Berwick, losing in 1989 and in 1992. Remley comes in motion. Quick pitch, Smith. Over the 30, 32-yard line.
That time Vanelli did a nice job of coming around, catching that play from behind.
First quarter has drawn to a close. Berwick and Manheim Central are tied at 7. Back to Hershey Park Stadium, everybody. John Nugent along with J.P. Mack. Berwick and Manheim Central tied at 7. First play, second quarter. Berwick, 2nd and 6 from their own 32. Remley comes in motion. Robbins out of the gun. Robbins tucks it and takes it out to the 37-yard line, short of the first down.
I think another design quarterback draw again. You know, it's kind of funny here in today's football now. You're seeing two teams going for the Eastern Championship. Everybody's spreading everybody out, throwing the football. Times have changed a lot from the old days when everybody just ran it. You see the quarterback keeper here, and Zimmerman throws a nice smack on him right there.
Pickup of about 5 yards on the play. They will measure. And it is a first down. Bulldogs get the good spot. Vinny Kishba was in there watching that, so no doubt you'll get a good spot.
It's kind of a shadow over the whole situation there.
See the Berwick cheerleaders urging this near capacity crowd on. Berwick comes to the line. They'll go from their own 38. Wing far side. Stoico lone setback. Robbins down the line. Kreider for the loss.
That Kreider is a dude. He shot in from the backside and caught Robbins from behind. Kreider's the powerlifting champ of Lancaster County, so he's got strength and speed to go with this.
A Division I prospect.
Here comes a blitz. He's coming from behind. No one touched him right there. It's the old Moses stunt it looked like that time, John. The water's parted, and there he was.
Brian Laubach, 87, was helping double team the end, and it opened up that gap. Loss of 2 on the play. Second down at 12. Remley in motion. Robbins out of the gun. Robbins, Stoico at the 40, and he is stopped there. Good hit again by the Barons. Ziegler comes up first with help from Palmer. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
John, we talked to some Berwick people before the game. They were very concerned about a small turnout for this game. It takes a long time to get here. It's a Friday night, but take a look up in the stands. We've got a capacity crowd plus people lined up alongside. We've got about 8,000 on each side. An unbelievable turnout that the people in Berwick are just extremely thrilled with. Back to the booth.
Capacity crowd here at Hershey Park Stadium, a little bit over 16,000. We have that and more. Robbins thus far, 3 out of 4, 17 yards. Robbins rolling and throwing. Incomplete. Remley and the intended receiver, 4th down.
I'll tell you what, John, Remley ran the pattern, and I think Robbins expected him to turn up a little bit sooner. And Remley is covered by 2 guys out here. Robbins still threads the needle on this one. I got a funny feeling that the D-back got his hand in a way and a little vision. I thought he hit him in the hands. I can't believe he got the pass in between those 2 guys, but Robbins is an excellent quarterback.
Ginder and Briggs on the coverage. It is 4th down.
Something you don't see much, a Berwick punt.
Brian Remley takes care of that chore. He's at his own 29. Long count. Remley, good punt. Ziegler, 23. And he goes down at the 25. Jason Weaver on the tackle. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back. Their own 25-yard line. Nagy to throw. Complete. Ziegler. First down. 38-yard line. Pick up at 13 on the play.
That was a great play. Nagy drops back, and he waited for Ziegler to make his move. As soon as Ziegler turned, the ball was there, and it was kind of poorly thrown, but Ziegler goes down and catches the ball right off the top of this high grass here tonight. He gets down here. Look at that guy, concentration, got the ball.
Ziegler, the leading pass catcher with 26 coming in. 1st and 10 for the Barons. Slot far side. Doherty heads for the outside. Doherty, good move. He has a first down. Doherty is at the 20. 10. Touchdown, Barons.
Was making the right cut. He made the cut the way Bennett missed the tackle, and then Bennett made it again, but too late.
Craig Doherty, a 62-yard touchdown run. The Barons are in the lead. Penalty flag.
Now, John, Coach Williams said something funny. He said here, Deppen has the record for most extra points ever kicked here at Manheim Central. But there's so many extra points kicked this year, he also has the record for most missed.
The penalty is against Berwick. They'll move it half the distance. And now the Barons will go for 2.
Well, this is a switch. I've seen this many, many times with Berwick making the other team jump on the extra point play. Now Manheim does it to Berwick.
Mike Williams says his team is much more confident this season coming up against Berwick. They will go for the 2. They lead at 13-7. Power eye. Doherty is in. 9:04 to go. 2nd quarter. Manheim Central is leading Berwick 15-7. Take a look at the 2-point conversion.
We got a power eye situation here. We got one back kicking out, one back going up inside.
This is the touchdown play.
Here we go. Right here, he's going to make a real nice cut, and he does one great thing. He accelerates through that hole right now. Bennett should make the hit here. Bennett goes a little too high. Bennett's got great speed. He's going to catch Doherty later on, but a little too late. Doherty's got the wheels. So he's only the 2nd fastest guy in the football team. Vanilla Guard is supposed to be faster.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners, so the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and act in a proper manner. A public service message from your state high school association. So again, the Berwick Bulldogs find themselves behind. A week ago at Allentown Central Catholic, they were down 12-7 at halftime. They are now down 15-7. Thompson kicking off. And it goes out of bounds. Penalty flag will bring it out to the 35.
John, earlier when Berwick scored a touchdown in the 1st quarter, that was the first touchdown this entire season that was scored against Manheim Central in the 1st quarter.
Back up, guys. Let us through.
Hey, come on.
There you see George Curry meeting with his offense as a group.
Play by committee.
Likes to do that as often as possible. Berwick has accomplished something in this ball game that no other team has done this season against the Barons, and that's score a touchdown in the 1st quarter. Coming in, Manheim Central has outscored their opponents 1st quarter 182-3. Wing and a slot to the far side. Robbins, pump fake. Robbins on the run, throws. And it is complete. B.J. Hayes, tough catch, short pickup.
I think that time Robbins was expecting B.J. Hayes to hook and go, and he just stayed.
Let's take a look at the numbers on that scoring drive. It took just 2 plays, 75 yards, 42 seconds. Doherty, the 62-yard touchdown run and 2-point conversion.
42 seconds drive, that's something else there.
Here's Robin. It was a stop and go.
And they don't go.
Nobody went.
He's still got the ball. B.J. Hayes made a heck of a catch.
Second down, 7. Remley in motion. Robbins out of the gun. To Remley. Incomplete. Ball was thrown high again. Third down.
There was a lot of pressure from the Manheim Central defensive ends that time, especially Handrew, coming in tough. He's being held a little bit here, but he's still pushing hard. Backside end is coming real tough. Throws the ball. Remley was open. Throw a little bit too high for him.
The Barons know that Robbins is hurting. You can expect the big guys to take a shot whenever they're nearby. 8:10 to go, second quarter. 3rd and 7 for Berwick. Their own 38-yard line. Robbins throwing, incomplete. Keck, the intended receiver. It was underthrown, 4th down. You don't see this very often. 3 and a punt.
Well, I'll tell you, John, what's happening, too, is Manheim sent everybody that time. The inside linebackers both went on a double nosebleed. Both of them came around the same hole. Berwick's line did a great job in passing. And when you do that, you've got to be man-to-man out here. They're picking up these guys man-to-man, playing tough. You see Handrew out there. He's a defensive end. He knocks him down a little bit. He was open. He just couldn't get the ball to him.
Berwick thus far, 1 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions. Remley. Short kick, gets a roll. Just inside the 25-yard line. It was a 38-yard punt with no return. Coming into this ball game, the quarterback comparisons between Robbins and Nagy. Very, very impressive numbers.
Well, no question about it. Nagy, of course, hasn't had to throw that much. They've had a real easy time in their games, and they ran the ball more than they threw it.
First and 10 for the Barons. They lead it 15-7, 7:55 to go before halftime. Nagy throws it away. Penalty flag. Intentional grounding. Knaus, it is intentional grounding.
That's it. What they're doing now, Josh, they ran a veer pass. They faked Kreider up into the line, and he picked up the pass to Handrew, but he was well covered, and he tries to throw the ball. There's no one there. Handrew was too far away to get be in the area of the pass, so it's grounding.
Matt Nagy has not made many mistakes in this first half. That was still, even though he gets intentional grounding, he was throwing the ball away, he's throwing it towards the sidelines and out of bounds. Some quarterbacks will still try to make a play, get picked off, and then regret the decision.
Exactly, that's a smart move. Throw it to the ground, throw it in the stands, whatever you can do. It's surprising, they came out here throwing on 1st down. It's really mixing it up well.
The offense. Lost it down. 2nd down.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
It's also lost it down, which makes it tough now. It's 2nd and, 20. 22.
Trips to the far side. Mix up at center. Penalty flags. Kaufman was in there quickly.
It's going to be an interesting matchup in the center and match up with Kaufman very well size-wise. Pat Quinn and Kaufman are about the same size. Should be an interesting matchup today. Good fight between two small, quick guys.
2nd down and 27 now for the Barons. Ball is set back at the 12-yard line. Such a rapid pace to this ball game. Suddenly it's starting to slow down just a bit. Again, trips to the far side. Nagy, complete. Doherty over the 25 to the 27.
Well, Coach Williams told me Doherty had the best hands on the football team. He's a great athlete. Barry Sanders is his idol. You see he wears number 20. He does a lot of things like Barry Sanders. Catches the ball. Nagy's making a lot of great choices here. He was the guy who was the defensive end was farthest off, so he hit him real quick.
Bennett was back at safety. It was his man. Good read by Nagy. Again, trips far side. 3rd down. Nagy with the screen to Kreider. Kaufman with the first hit. Penalty flag. Kreider does not get the first down. Let's see what the penalty's about.
Usually it's a clip on a screen play. When a lineman comes back to block, sometimes he hits a guy in the back.
George Curry waiting for the call as well.
Working on that gum.
No flag. No flag.
No flag on the play.
So I like to hear no flag.
So it is 4th down for Manheim Central. They need about 2 for a first down. Punting unit is in. Hayes and Keck back deep to receive.
Andrew's the kicker, averaging about 39 yards a kick and not too many kicks this year.
Jason Andrew back at the 19. Good kick. This is Keck. The 40 up the sideline. Keck belted out of bounds at midfield. Berwick gets the football back. 6:32 to go here in the second, and they trail by 8.
Kreider made the hit.
Stay tuned. Coming up at halftime in the LT Verastro Arizona Iced Tea at the half. We'll have the Berwick and Manheim Central High School marching bands and the halftime stats and highlights from the first half of our game. That's all coming your way at the half. So be sure to stay tuned. 33-yard punt by Andrew. 13-yard return by Keck. Good field position for the Bulldogs. Stoico up the gut. Is stood up at the 48-yard line. Pick up with 2-3 yards, second down.
I'll tell you, Mr. Kreider is in there once again. I said he's a Division I prospect, the coach thinks, and he's an all-star, voted best linebacker in their league. Wants to go to college and study meteorology.
Another Barry Finn, no doubt.
I think if Barry Finn doesn't come back from hunting, this kid might have his job.
Barry might be lost in the woods. Was a pickup of 3 on that play. Second down and 7. Bulldogs with the shift into the I, wing far side. Stoico again has trouble at the point of attack. Maybe a yard. Third down.
Coach Williams was right. Manheim Central is mixing up that defense. Sometimes they're in a 5, sometimes they're in a 4, sometimes they're in a prevent. It's amazing.
Stoico hobbles off the field. When these two teams run, they can pick up some yardage. Stoico with over 1,000 this season. But look at Kreider and Doherty.
53 TDs between the two guys.
It's unbelievable. And 2,200 yards as well. The ground attacks. Third down for Berwick. Robbins out of the gun. Robbins throwing for Remley. Complete, but I don't think he has the first down.
That's going to be a tough spot right here. Remley caught that ball. He was banged as he caught the ball. Excellent concentration by Robbins and Remley.
Remley with the sure hands. Robbins again had to squeeze it in there.
Oh, he's looking. Remley makes it and gets banged.
There's your boy Kreider again.
Kreider hit him again. As the guys say on the Manheim Central team, incredible.
Looked like B.J. Hayes was open on the post. Remley underneath.
It's a tough spot here.
He was belted right away. They get the first down. You know, we were talking before this ball game about Kreider, 6 foot, about 208. You said Division I prospect. Not really the size for a Division I guy, but as we watch him here in the first half, the way he can hit, you put another 15 pounds on that kid, he can play Division I.
Well, I think the thing is, John, is his height. They're looking for 6'2", and he might have to find a position on defense somewhere.
First and 10, Berwick. The Barron 40-yard line. 4:46 to go. They trail by 8. Robbins down the middle. B.J. Hayes, first down inside the 25.
Berwick just has so many weapons. You got Remley and Bennett, and B.J. Hayes snuck out that time right over the middle. Robbins is looking for him to clear. He throws it. This is a tough pass over the head of the linebackers. Perfect loft on the pass to B.J. Hayes.
It's an 18-yard pickup. B.J. Hayes with a big game a week ago. Good to see him bouncing back. He was tagged a couple of times against Central Catholic.
He heard the phone ring a few times last week.
First and 10, Berwick. out of the gun. Scrambles out, has running room at the 20. 15 out of bounds at the 12. Smart play by Robbins not to take a hit.
Oh, no question about it. You don't want to take a hit here. He's got the sore shoulder, the sore elbow. It's a long season, and he did a smart thing there and just kind of largely get out of bounds. And there's no cheap hits by Manheim either on the sideline.
And he has the first down as well.
Here he goes. He's looking to run now. He's looking for that sideline. He doesn't want to turn it up here. He's a smart boy.
And it is that left shoulder. So he quickly got out of bounds. George Curry will tell you this junior quarterback is a tough kid. 1st and 10. Out of the eye. Stoiko tries to bounce outside and is stuffed. Palmer puts him away at the 13.
Lots of power play designed to go left with the fullback kicking out, and Stoiko cut it back a little too quickly. Sometimes you got to look at the hole immediately, and we see a guard coming back the back way. It's kind of a tricky play. They run a power one way and run a trap back the other way, but it didn't work.
Jim Briggs making a good play to turn it in. Palmer put him away. The Barons have only given up per rush this season on defense 1.9 yards. You can see why. They're not big, but they're so quick.
They're quick, and we've heard today from the people around here that they really hit. And Palmer has missed a few games and showed that he's a good hitter and he's back in shape now.
No gain, last play, 2nd down and 10. Slot far side. Robbins rolls that way. Robbins tucks it. Robbins down at the 7.
I think he had an option that time, John. I think he was looking to pass, and Manheim Central's playing excellent pass defense, so he said, okay, you guys run off with my receivers. Here we go, so they're going to run off the receivers. He's looking, he has an option. If somebody's wide open, he's going to hit him. Otherwise, he's going to tuck it right away and run. Smart move.
Some good moves as well. The head coach would like to see Robbins put on another 10, 15 pounds, maybe in the offseason. It's only about 185. 3:02 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Manheim leading 15-7. We'll be right back. Central leading Berwick 15-7. Timeout down on the field. 3:02 to go before halftime. There you see part of the capacity crowd here at Hershey Park Stadium tonight. In our society today, winning has come to mean everything. However, if winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone is a loser. Good sportsmanship is a result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself. A message from the PIAA. Robbins out of the gun. Robbins on the run. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, 4th down.
Well, they ran a shotgun formation that time. They ran backs out of the backfield. Everybody was spread out all over the place, and the pressure was put on, number 1, by Zimmerman. Zimmerman missed it in the back. He's a real quick defensive tackle. Segrist is the other defensive tackle, and there's nowhere for Robbins to go but down.
Berwick's offensive line going up against a completely different defense. Last week it was big guys, real physical, and this week these quick guys are having more trouble this week than they did a week ago.
No question. Last week you saw Harold Fairclough last week for Allentown Central Catholic was the quick guy. The other guys were like Berwick. They matched up very well. These guys are moving around so much, the big guys from Berwick just can't get on top of them.
There you see the numbers. Barons leading the Bulldogs 15-7. This is the Eastern Pennsylvania Championship. The winner advances to Altoona next Friday night. Timeout situation. Berwick has 1 remaining. Manheim has all of theirs.
The line comes out, and Josh George is a very intelligent young man, all-state center. He comes out and he makes all the calls for the other guys. And Manheim Central is trying to give him a different look every time he comes out, so it confuses him and the rest of the line. And so far, it's working very well to Manheim Central's advantage.
It is 4th down. It is 4 as the Bulldogs come to the line. They do not have to get into the end zone. They can pick up a 1st down if they get to the 2. Tom Boop is on now for a field goal. They'll spot it at the 12. This is a 22-yard attempt. Snap is down. Kick is up. And it's perfect. 22-yard field goal by Tom Boop. 2:36 to go before halftime. Berwick now trails by 5, 15-10. Interesting call there by George Curry.
I didn't even see Boop sneak in the huddle. When they broke out of that huddle, I thought it was shotgun, and I see Boop setting up for the field goal. I guess George says you take the points when you can get them.
The kid is a heck of a kicker.
Oh, he's a tremendous kicker. He's had a great year this year, and he's almost flawless at it, and that was just a chip shot for him.
63 extra points coming into this ball game. There you see him, a junior, on the soccer team at Berwick High School. And now he can devote his activities full-time to football. The soccer season over.
That's another one of the juniors that'll be coming back for Berwick next year. A lot of skilled people are coming back.
Doherty, Ziegler, Palmer, back deep to receive. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the state in Class 3A. This is Doherty. Over the 20, ball is loose. Bulldogs recover. Second turnover by the Barons.
Well, the guy recovered it. He also fumbled it, and then there was a big scramble. The ref might have made that call a little too early. There's a little discussion going on now. I still think he gave it to Berwick.
Watch it again. Doherty heads for the sideline.
He makes a nice cut. He has the ball too far out in his hand. He's got to, as soon as the people start coming around, he's got to tuck it right now. See, Berwick dives on it.
That's Weaver with the tackle. Smith on the recovery.
And they call it down right there.
Crucial turnover. 1st and 10, Berwick, just outside the Manheim 20-yard line. Slot far side. Robbins out of the gun. For the end zone. Touchdown, Berwick, Brian Remley.
There were 2 guys draped all over him. He caught the ball at its highest point. This kid is a terrific receiver, playing a lot more each week.
A 20-yard touchdown play. That was just up for grabs.
He throws this ball. A lot of coaches after a turnover go for the big play, and George does it right now. He throws the ball up high. You see Remley using his 6'3" height. We said that was going to bother Manheim. Look at him. At the highest point of the ball, double catches it, comes down with it, holds it, touchdown.
Again, the Barons with a turnover, and the Bulldogs convert.
See what he does, John, when he hits the ground also, he holds the ball up in the air. A lot of coaches teach that. So in case that there might be a questionable call from the referee, he shows him that he really does have the ball.
If Brian Remley does not play basketball, he will be now.
That height disadvantage for Manheim was going to hurt them sometime, and that was one example right there.
The Bulldogs with 9 quick points in the last minute, and they have taken the lead.
Well, they're discussing the 2-point play right now. Hey, well, I haven't seen in a long time 2 more verbal crowds than this. These people are into the football game on both sides of the field.
I'm telling you, there's nobody home in Berwick tonight. It is Ghost Town City. Everybody's here. Look at the numbers. At about 6 o'clock on News 22, and I was doing my live report, I would say the stand's about half full, but in the last half hour before kickoff, it really filled up.
Berwick was a late arriving crowd tonight, and Manheim was here very early. They were tailgating downstairs and cooking some stuff up. You can smell the food along with the chocolate here in Hershey.
Berwick leading by 1. They will go for 2. Robbins again out of the gun. Hayes in motion. Robbins for Stoiko, incomplete. Barons hold. 2:04 to go before halftime. Berwick leading Manheim 16-15. Let's watch it again. Robbins threw it before Stoiko turned around.
Well, sometimes you have to throw it before the guy turns. Stoiko turns around, and a good defense. Vanelli's right there. He had Stoiko out of the backfield. That was his assignment, and it would have been close if he did catch that ball.
We figured there would be some points scored in this contest tonight. 31 thus far in the first half.
Well, we all hope for this kind of excitement. You saw the numbers of both teams, and that's the way it was supposed to go, and it's going that way right now.
Brian Remley receiving congratulations all around. 7 catches a week ago, 85 yards and a touchdown. Robbins thus far tonight, 7 out of 10 for 64 yards.
He's a little off.
That's right, he missed 3. Berwick with 13 points off 2 turnovers. Doherty slips down. Doherty with the seam. Takes it out to the 30-yard line.
He has some acceleration. Again, his shoes are falling down. You know, they tape his ankles up outside the shoes there. That might have something to do with the little grip that he has on the bottom.
Watch it again by Doherty on the kickoff.
Boom, there he goes, and he gets up enough. He gets that knee up because the referee was really looking at that hard to see if that knee was down, and he really accelerates through that hole.
The grass is high and slick. 1st and 10. Nagy throws. Nagy complete. Ziegler bounced out of bounds. B.J. Hayes with the good hit.
This Ziegler's a quick little guy. He's about 5'7". They say when he catches the ball, he really has great moves after he catches it. His dad's a dog food salesman down in Lancaster County.
You know everything about these guys, don't you?
We try.
It will be 2nd down and 2 for the Barons. Trips to the near side. 1:18 on the clock. Nagy throws again, and it is complete again. Playing off Ziegler, he picks up the 1st down.
If they keep giving him that, they're going to just keep on taking it.
This is their 2-minute drill. They'll take 5, 6, 7 yards a pop.
See, 2 outstanding quarterbacks here, both of them throwing the ball on the money. I'm really impressed with Nagy's release. He just puts that ball back and he fires it like a dart.
Junior quarterback. He will be back next season. 1st and 10. Slot to the near side. Manheim at their own 42. Nagy throws. Harris. Complete. Weaver comes up to make a nice tackle, but another good game.
You were talking before, John, about Robbins putting on some weight. They feel the same about Nagy, and they also feel that they want him to get, they think he's going to get taller. He said he has 14.5 shoes. They're waiting for his body to catch up to the shoes. He has 14.5 shoes and 8.5 body.
14.5, give me a break.
That little elf in the front there, they point up a little bit. I was looking at him in pregame.
So if that's the case, he should be about 6'5", 220 by the time he's done growing. Timeout down on the field. Mike Williams using a timeout. Has the ball just shy of midfield. Manheim with 2 timeouts remaining. Manheim advancing to this game by beating Montoursville last Friday night here at Hershey Park Stadium, 47-8. That was the Eastern semifinal. Here at Manheim, 23 consecutive non-losing seasons. You talk about a program at Berwick. They have a program at Manheim Central as well.
They don't get enough press up in the Northeast, and we don't hear about them too much, but boy, they're impressive today, no question about it. And Coach Alta, when I talked to Coach Williams, he talked about the stretch this year. The games where they scored 60 points, 4 games in a row, and 75 points in another game. It was unbelievable. The coach said, I don't know if our teams are that weak or we're that great this year. So I think they're great.
Nagy's numbers as well, impressive tonight, 11 of 14, 106 yards. 2nd down, trips to the far side. They need 3 for a 1st down. Drops, rolls, and throws. Complete, another 1st down. Berwick 39-yard line. Joe Keating on the reception.
Keating doesn't see much action, but he got in and he ran a real nice pattern. That ball was there as soon as he turned.
Impressed by the footwork of Nagy as well. Well disciplined. Trips near side, 1st and 10. Batted down, line of scrimmage. Brian Laubach at 6 foot 220 bats it down. Nagy keeps working that sideline, the Berwick sideline.
Well, I think Berwick's starting to smell it out a little bit here, and you might see someone jumping under coverage here and trying to get an interception real quick. And Laubach got real high on that one. I'll tell you, the line at Manheim Central is doing a great job. Berwick just ran a couple of twists, which means one tackle goes down, the nose guard comes around. Last play, they ran 2 linebackers up inside, and no one's been near Nagy yet.
2nd down and 10, Berwick 40-yard line. Palmer in motion. Nagy throwing wide open, Ziegler at the 15 and a 1st a timeout. Still trying to get it. They stopped the clock to move the chains, and then he's going to want a timeout. 45 seconds on the clock.
That was an excellent pattern. They're spreading people out here all over the place, and they run motion. What they're doing with the motion is they're also spreading them out again. And what Ziegler will do is come underneath that play into the middle, and a kind of a post or a curl pattern. He's a little gnat, but he sure can do a job with the ball.
And tough for Bennett to tackle. Bennett at 6'4" is looking for a place to hit Ziegler.
What quick feet this young man has.
Excellent march down the field. This drive started with about 1:18 on the clock. They've moved right down the field, 45 seconds to go before halftime. Each team with one timeout.
I think both teams are definitely testing the other team's defense with the spread formations and the motion and the shifting and everything else. So both coaches will really have to work overtime here and to correct their defenses at halftime. Unbelievable. Nagy, 13 for 17, 144 yards. He hasn't had a throw all year long, and I guess he was ready to throw. It was kind of dormant. It was just kind of sitting there. And Coach Williams said, hey, he can throw with the best from 70% completion. You can't beat that.
First and 10, slot near side. Nagy throws again. Incomplete. Well, they call it a touchdown. What do we have?
I think Palmer caught that one, John.
We're calling it a touchdown. Jason Palmer, let's watch it again.
He's been hurt for a couple games. He's going to come back here strong. Good block by the fullback, Ryder. Ball's thrown high. Palmer goes up for it, has it, comes down.
Hayes with the hit.
And he has the ball. He bobbled it, but I guess he must have said the ground caused the fumble.
Timeout down on the field again. Manheim back in the lead, 21-16.
He was kind of obstructed. So I don't know if that ball was in his hands or hit the ground and popped out. I'm sure George was not pleased with that call.
You'd have to see it from another angle. So once again, Curry's Dogs are behind.
George is getting a workout running in and out of this huddle tonight. Now they came out, they're supposed to be a veer option offense, and they ran it a little bit to keep Berwick honest early, but boy, the pass game has been the forte of Manheim Central tonight.
Stay tuned for News 22 coming up at 11 p.m. Valerie Amsterdam, Rich Everett, Melissa Barrington, and Jason Knapp will provide all the latest news, weather, and sports. That's News 22 tonight at 11 right here on TV 22, WYOU, the 24-hour news source.
You know, people saying that Dan Kreider is the strongest guy on this Manheim team. He's a dairy farmer, and the kids kid him a lot. They say, what do you do, lift those cows all the time? They say he throws the cows.
I'll give you a workout. He's the kid that wants to be the meteorologist,
yes,
right?
He is.
Mike Williams with a splendid job here in the first half. Splendid job of play calling. He felt he could throw against Berwick, and he's done so thus far. Barons go for two. Out of the power eye. Nagy, end zone. Palmer once again, they get the two. Barons now lead it 25-16. Or check that, 23-16.
That's the same play they ran before, except this time they faked the power eye, power to the right, pulled it back out. Berwick was fooled. Palmer was wide open. Boy, are they glad to have him healthy again. Here we go. They fake it. Excellent fake. Look at this kid pull the ball up now. There's Palmer. No one home. 2 points. He's a big kid, Palmer.
Palmer's been injured on and off this season. He's making his presence felt here in the first half.
6'2", 210. They feel he's at least a AA athlete.
These two teams are putting some numbers on the board in the first half.
I'm tired. I feel like I've been in this ball game.
Chris Thompson teeing it up. 38 seconds to go before halftime.
What a 2-minute drill that was.
Best we've seen.
All right, guys, come on.
Jason Palmer with the touchdown reception, the 2-point conversion as well. B.J. Hayes out to the 31.
They used the hash kick. They try to keep it on the near hash, squeeze it on the side, and they did a great job on the kickoff team that time.
You see some of the numbers. Those numbers are incorrect on that last scoring drive. It took much more than 2 plays.
Much more.
It was a 7-play drive. The Barons with their 100th touchdown of the season in this ball game. Scored well over 600 points. Playing some sweet music now. Kishba up the gut. Good pickup, but Berwick will let the clock run out. It is halftime here at Hershey Park Stadium. Manheim Central is leading Berwick 23-16. Andy Palumbo, what do you have?
Down on the sidelines with Manheim Central head coach Mike Williams. Flashes of brilliance in the first half, with those 2 turnovers nearly killed you.
You're right. We got to work on those turnovers, but what a great football game. Exciting. What more could the fans want? But, you know, we fumble again, we're going to be in trouble, so that's what we're going to talk about at halftime.
What do you do in the second half to maintain this lead?
Well, first of all, we got to keep our kids emotionally down a little bit. They're psyched like the game's over. And second thing is we got to keep moving the ball on offense.
Berwick as tough as you thought, or tougher?
They're as tough as we thought.
Fair enough. Coach, thank you very much. Have a good second half. Amazing atmosphere down here on the field. This is the noisiest stadium I think I've ever been in. Back up to the booth.
That's what high school football is all about. Curry's adjustment at halftime is to do something about that passing game.
Well, no question about it. And if you look at Manheim Central again, in their third quarter, they've only given up 7 points. They
Good
run a
block
trips
by
formation.
Kishba.
Everybody's blocking on a corner. He cuts it back now. Good hit, real low hit. I think that Brown probably caused that fumble.
Let's watch it again from another angle.
Fake to Stoico up inside. Everybody's blocking the corner real well. He's going to have a nice cutback here.
Second down as we get back to live action.
Close.
It's Canals coming around on the reverse. Takes it inside the 5-yard line, close to the goal line.
That's a different. I'm surprised that Canals doesn't get the ball very much in a tight situation. I guess we're trying to just give another guy the ball and a different look here.
It is third down.
Get him first.
Bulldogs can get a first down. It's time to dig in down at that goal line. Robbins is in. Touchdown, Berwick.
They went with a quick count. The quarterback draw, call that mud cat up the river in a run and shoot offense. Fakes it one way, just turns his back to the hole and goes up the hole.
Bulldogs trail 23-22. Watch it again.
Fake, up the next hole, pushing himself in hard like a fullback. Touchdown. How many times have we seen this, John? The third quarter, George comes out and they move right down and score. That's why he defers most of the time.
Tom Boop on for the extra point. And the tie. It's perfect. 4:36 to go in the third. We are tied at 23.
We all know that the best fruit.
With the low kick. Doesn't get into the end zone. Ziegler at the 10. Ziegler spins for the 15. Now we have to see if Curry has made the defensive adjustment as well. Let's check out that last touchdown quickly. Fake to Stoico up inside.
Fake up inside, he goes up the next possible open hole. So you get everybody pinching on Stoico, and he finds the next gap.
What do you call that? Mud cap up the river?
Mudcat up the river from the run and shoot offense.
There you see Dave Robbins. He's fired up. New ball game, tied at 23. Matt Nagy, sensational first half, 1st and 10. Kreider up the middle. Paul Kyle, 71 on the tackle. Short pickup, 2nd down. 5 first downs on that last scoring drive. Berwick, 11 plays, 67 yards. Look at the time of possession. Over 7 minutes. Robbins, the 2-yard touchdown run. Boop, the extra point. We are tied at 23.
I think George wants to get in his position, take time off that clock, maybe look for a turnover, get another score, and control the ball game.
Trips far side. Kreider, the fullback. Nagy spins and throws. Incomplete. Good coverage. Bennett coming across on the hit. 3rd down.
I think it was a catchable ball, John. I think he just might have missed the concentration. Look at that, Nagy going over and giving Ziegler a hug and just saying, hey, buddy, you'll get the next one.
As you have seen, Mount Carmel is winning their ball game. They could advance to Altoona as well. They would play next Saturday afternoon. Southern Columbia is running away with it against Susquehanna. Their Cinderella season about to come to an end. 3rd down. Nagy under pressure is sacked at the 10. They finally get to him.
Kishbaugh with the reps. One of 2 things had to happen. They had to get a pass rush, or they had a bump with the receivers out there, and he decided to get the pass rush.
Watch it again. You have to get pressure on this kid or he's going to pick you apart.
Well, no question about it. And finally, this is the first time I think that this defensive line is broken down. See Kishbaugh coming.
Manny Henry was in there first. You know, we say his name every game on a big play.
He's a sophomore. He's going to be a great football player.
Andrew with his 2nd punt. Hayes at the 45. Hayes is tagged at the 37. 8-yard return. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John, something to watch for when Berwick goes on offense. I spoke with Ross Stoico a couple of seconds ago. He said the leg's holding up pretty well, but Manheim Central, a very tough team to run against. He said because they shoot low, they go for the knees, and it makes running out there very difficult. Back up to the booth.
The big guys hate that. They hate when those little guys go low.
They're knocking their feet out from under them, and you can't throw any of your moves that way at all. You can't take them on with your big upper body strength.
They're looking to pile drive here, and you're down at their ankles.
Last tackle, everybody was oohing and on. That was Kreider again. Incredible again.
Dan Kreider with a number of big hits. Senior has a touchdown as well.
He's had 2 5-touchdown games this year.
Tell you what, Dave Robbins, Brian Remley are on the same page, especially these past couple of weeks. 1st and 10, Berwick, 37-yard line of Manheim. We are tied at 23, 2:25 to go in the 3rd. Robbins throws, complete again. Remley once again, good pickup.
That was a nice catch and run. Usually that catch is about good for 5 yards here. When you see him, he'll go out. It's just a stop pattern. And I don't think anybody here on throws this. These 2 quarterbacks throw this pattern well, both of them. And usually you get hit right there, but he made a nice move back to the inside, which is dangerous, and got a couple more yards.
It is a 9-yard pickup, 2nd down and 1. Brian Smith checks into the ball game. Stoico heads for the sideline. There you see Smith had a touchdown a week ago. Big Kishbaugh with the 1st down.
Well, Kishbaugh's going to get the ball. He's your power runner in situation. Smith is not the guy to get that real tough yardage. He's a light guy. He's a cutback, a pitch-type runner.
The numbers on Brian Remley thus far: 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Mike Williams consulting with his staff. He saw this a week ago while scouting Berwick and Central Catholic. 1st down and 10. Berwick shifts out of the eye. Canals lines up on the wing. Pitch, Smith. Smith breaks it. He's at the 10, the 5. 1st and goal, Berwick. Somehow he just continues to sneak through there.
He's the pitch man. He to get that ball with a little room to look in the backfield, and always excellent. Kishbaugh's the fullback. He's going to kick out here. See Smith make that quick move. One little dance there. He shakes the tackle, which is good. They want him to start doing that, and he gets a big gain.
First and goal from the 5. This is a 20-yard pickup. Vinny Kishbaugh, the huge block, back to live action. Stoico is it. Touchdown, Berwick.
The blue-collar guy gets the ball around the goal line. He just smells it.
Stoico with his second touchdown of the game, a 5-yard touchdown run. Berwick, 2 possessions, third quarter, and 2 touchdowns.
All right, go ahead. All right, 1. Who's that?
George Curry says go for 1.
We're all right.
His team is up 29-23.
An unbelievable ball game here. Back and forth, and now Berwick has the lead.
These are the 2 best teams in the state in Class 3A. Manheim ranked number 1, Berwick number 2, Central Catholic at number 3.
Manheim ranked 17th in the nation. This would be the second team that Berwick's faced that's ranked nationally. Manheim Central was worried about the strength of their schedule. I guess they did play a pretty good schedule because they are playing a pretty good football game here.
You have to wonder what Berwick has to do to get back in the top 25. They were there in the preseason. They lost to Williamsport and were knocked out. They beat Central Catholic. If they could come away with the win, certainly you would think they'd have to get back in the top 25. But more importantly, they're playing this game to get to Altoona. Heck with the rankings at this point in time. Boop on for the extra point. It's no good. That could prove big. 45 seconds to go in the third. Berwick leading Manheim 29-23.
At Northern Car and Truck Rental, we know what you want. We know what you need. We're locally owned and operated, so we carry the vehicles you request most at the best rates around. Sure, we have top quality cars, but we also supply vehicles you won't find everywhere else, like the rugged Jeep Wrangler and the Ford Explorer. Rent a Ford Aerostar or 15-passenger van for your next business or pleasure trip. Or take Northern to work. We have a fleet of 4-wheel drive trucks, vans, and cube vans to handle your biggest jobs. When you need quality, dependable transportation at the best price, don't go to some national chain. Come to Northern, where we beat the competition. Guaranteed.
And 4 lead changes in this football game. Berwick in the lead over Manheim, 29-23. 45 seconds to go here in the third.
For coaches, this is a Maalox moment, I think, in these games.
Yeah, you wonder why these guys have gray hair. You got out before your hair turned gray.
A couple little bitty ones here and there.
Tom Boop missed that extra point. He's been automatic all season long.
This Manheim crowd is still in it. They're cheering their team on here. They got a girl in a Mad Hatter hat down here cheering, clapping.
Capacity crowd here at Hershey Park Stadium. Doherty fumbles it. Doherty goes down. Tom Locker, backup quarterback on the tackle.
He could have made that corner. He was gone.
Doherty with some big plays, but also with some costly fumbles.
That's 2 times now. The kickoff by Boop has caused some problems for Manheim. Ziegler bobbled the last one. This time Doherty bobbled this one and gives him terrible field position again.
This is only the second time Manheim has had the ball third quarter, and it is poor field position. Again, right about the 15. Doherty running it up. Takes it out over the 20-yard line.
That's a decent play. It's a power wing T sweep coming around. Both guards, Coach Williams said, are excellent guys. Vanelli and Zimmerman coming around. Good play.
That will be the final play, third quarter. This is going to be a heck of a fourth quarter. Don't go away. Berwick leading Manheim 29-23. Beautiful Hershey Park, Hershey, Pennsylvania, as we get set for the Christmas season. Berwick Bulldogs looking for a state championship under their Christmas tree. They lead it 29-23. Manheim with the football to start the fourth. Second down and 5, trips near side. Nagy to throw. Nagy under pressure. He tucks it and runs and has the first down. Kishba from the backside. Labak in there as well.
He's going to go out here, John. He's looking and looking and looking, and I guess they're covered, and now he's going to start feeling some heat. You kind of know when it's coming. He's going to go. He's going to fake it again, trying to break it. They did break that. Manheim broke down a minute after you saw him throw it. It was a good move by him. It's out of bounds.
Kreider with another first down over the 40 to the 41.
That was the best run of the day by Kreider. It looked like a trap up the gut. He's strung. Look at the pipes on him. He's got big arms, big legs. This guy's a dude.
This is a heavyweight battle, and we are near the 15th round. Time of possession, third quarter. Berwick dominating. But Manheim starting to build momentum here in the fourth. Nagy to throw. Complete. Ziegler, another first down.
I'll tell you, John, Ziegler's a tiny guy. You know, tiny guys don't go across that middle very well. He has no fear. He goes across there and runs that post pattern, that curl pattern.
He is 5'7", 140 pounds.
Literally comes right across the middle looking for the big boys, makes a great catch, and he grabs it and holds on.
Barons in Berwick territory. First and 10 at the 48. Kreider stopped by Kaufman, but not until he picks up another 3.
I'll tell you, Quinn and Kaufman have been going at it all day. 2 little guys, 2 strong guys, 2 leaders on their team. This time Kreider gets the ball on a trap, real good trap, but Kaufman comes off the block and makes a real nice, solid tackle on Kreider.
This might be the best matchup Kaufman's seen all season with Quinn, who's about the same size, can match him with quickness. Nagy throws, Ziegler. Thrown behind him, good catch, short pickup.
That wasn't a great decision by Nagy that time. They were playing a little tougher coverage that time on Ziegler. He threw the ball behind him. I think he saw the D back there very quickly. This could be interception time if he doesn't watch himself here. Good solid play, good catch.
The thing you like about Nagy, there's no indecision whatsoever. Slot far side, they split the backs. Third down. Nagy will keep it, fakes it, stopped at the 40. Kishba with a good read, took the quarterback and took him down.
On that option, that was his man. He just stayed with him. He feathered it until he made a move, and he didn't pitch it. He just grabbed him and knocked him down. Berwick's starting to disguise their coverages a little more right now. They're starting to line up in a kind of a bump coverage, back off guys, and they have to confuse Nagy a little bit.
It is fourth down, less than a yard. Nagy comes in with the play. Ball is spotted just inside the Berwick 40-yard line. Berwick leading 29-23, 9:30 to go in the fourth. Some indecision. Nagy calls timeout. Looked like Palmer wasn't sure where he should line up. Timeout on the field. Berwick leading 29-23. We'll be right back. Berwick leading Manheim 29-23. Good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponents, spectators, coaches, and officials is a must at all levels of athletics and activity programs. At interscholastic contests, behavior on the part of everyone should be characterized by generosity and genuine concern for others. Display good sportsmanship the next time you attend a high school event. A public service message from your State High School Association. There you see Berwick Bulldog fans. More than 8,000 here at Hershey Park for Berwick. Capacity crowd of over 16. Nagy, the keeper, on the first down. Good read. read by the quarterback.
They ran a split back veer. The defensive end closed down on Kreider, and they kept it around the corner for the first down.
Let's watch it again. You got to respect the fullback Kreider first.
Defensive end, see defensive end, Laubach closed down right there. The linebacker was assigned to the quarterback. He just didn't get there enough time.
1st and 10, Berwick 36. Trips near side. Palmer in motion. Nagy steps up. Goes for the end zone. Incomplete. Bennett on the coverage.
I'll tell you, Palmer didn't look like he had a bad knee that time. He went out of that backfield in motion, and he does a fade pattern on the backside. Nagy stepped up in that hole. You're going to see Nagy step up into the hole like you're supposed to. Right here, I think he should have ran that ball. But he throws a nice ball here. It's up. 2 guys up and off the hands. Nice ball.
Another option for Nagy. He could have picked up some serious yardage if he wanted to run.
I think so, too.
2nd down and 10. Slot near side, trips far side. Nagy throws, Palmer bobbles it incomplete. Hot potato.
What's happening now, as I said, Berwick has made an adjustment at halftime. They're walking up, and they're playing the receivers a little tighter right now, so these pop passes are not going to be there. They were a little too close on that one.
You know what's interesting about this ball game, JP, is now Berwick's seeing the things that they do so well. I mean, here's Manheim with a 5-receiver set, spreading everybody out.
It's wild.
Receivers either side. Nagy throws. Almost intercepted. Bennett again playing center field. Good play.
Well, Berwick did a nice thing at that. They had a 5 under, 2 deep defense. They had 5 guys underneath for any of the short stuff that Nagy's been throwing, and also 2 safeties hanging back on both hashes. And this ball, I know what he's trying to do now. He's trying to go hook and go with these guys, and that's exactly what he did that time. But when you go hook and go, there's a safety sitting back there waiting for the floater.
That could have been an interception for Bennett. Hit him right in the hands. They have definitely stepped up their coverage in the secondary. Manheim punt formation. Andrew tries to drop it inside the 10, and he does. Perfectly executed, and it's down at the 4. 32-yard punt with no return. Berwick on the offense, 1st and 10 at their own 4.
You know, Andrew's father has 3 different car dealerships down in Lancaster County. And I said to him, do you sell any Andrews? He said, no, just Chevys and Fords.
I knew you were going to work that in at some point.
That's an old joke, John.
Tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. we'll have CBS Sports NCAA basketball coverage. The Duke Blue Devils, led by senior center Cherokee Parks, will travel to Chicago in an early season matchup against the Fighting Illini of Illinois. That's CBS Sports NCAA basketball coverage tomorrow, 1 p.m. right here on TV 22. Robbins, 1st and 10, complete. Hayes to the 10-yard line. Pick up a 6, 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a gutsy call. He runs a fake into the line. B.J. Hayes kind of just delays and goes out and stops out here. You're throwing a stop pattern down here in your own territory. You're going to roll out right there. This is interception touchdown time if you don't time this right. It's a nice tackle, though.
Well, you know, in the old days with Paulus and Kelchner, Curry wouldn't think twice about letting him drop in the end zone and go with the fly pattern to somebody like Bennett. Robbins' arm not as strong, but just as accurate. This is pitch, Smith, 1st down. I don't think they ever hand him the ball. It's just pitch right, pitch left, and let the kid cut back.
They have the one play where they run that tight trips and they hand him the ball and he automatically cuts back. We haven't seen that one run by Smith today. But he's good for that play. He's good for a 1st down every time he touches the ball.
Berwick looking to control the football. Clock is running, 7:25. There you see big Vinny Kishbaugh, goes 300 pounds. His brother Chris says he's bigger than me because he stays at the table longer. 1st and 10. Stoiko. Spinning to the 20.
Yeah, those big guys come off the ball for Berwick, no question about it. The Kishbas, George, Kalbach, Hacker, Henry, they come off the ball, Hans, no question about it. But what's happening, Manheim Central is just getting off those blocks a lot quicker than some teams Berwick has played lately.
Robbins has been hot, second half, 7 straight completions. Double wing, Remley in motion. Smith with the pitch. Maybe a yard. Kreider comes up. Quinn was there. Handrew as well.
They stretch that one out. Handrew keeps his hand straight out. He's not going to get hooked here. The defensive secondary comes up, supports the corner. There's nowhere to go at all out there.
Passing situation for the Bulldogs. Robbins 4 of 4 in the second half. Completed his last 3 in the second quarter.
There's Kreider in there. He's a tough guy, strong guy. As we said before, Lancaster County powerlifting champion.
We were doing our stand-up and Kreider was staring us down. Berwick shifts into a slot. Robbins, keeper, won't get the first down.
That was a tough call. It's a long way to get that first down. I could see maybe 4 or 5 yards on that one. He's getting the ball, no question about it. It's an automatic. He's not looking anywhere. It's just a quarterback draw, trying to find the hole. Manheim's just too quick off the blocks, and Vanelli makes it. Vanelli's the quickest guy in the football team.
Bulldogs will leave it up to their defense. It is 4th down. They're going to go for a watch for the fake, and now the shift. Manheim was ready for it. Remley, 15. Line drive kick. Fair catch is called. Manheim goes on the offense at their own 44. 5:05 to go here in the 4th.
Well, John, that extra point right now with Manheim with the ball with this amount of time left could be a big factor.
It is huge. Touchdown will tie it. Extra point puts them in the lead. These fans are fired up, both sides. They're seeing a whale of a football game. Slot near side, 1st and 10. Nagy, quick pass, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Berwick did a real sneaky thing there. They had the inside backer back and the outside backer up, and then he switched positions at the last minute, which gave Nagy a false read, and Nagy picked the wrong guy.
Looked like he pushed the football instead of throwing it that time, a little over-anxious.
The outside guy was the guy to throw to that time, and he just picked the wrong guy.
2nd and 10. Nagy to his 7, 15 yards here in the second half. Nagy, short drop, throws, incomplete. 3rd down.
Well, Keating came in the ball game, number 9. He hasn't been in there much, and it was a real tough pattern for him to catch. He's quite not as warmed up as the other guys.
This was a bad throw.
Throws it behind him. He has to stretch out. This would be a great catch if you. I'll tell you, he gets both hands on the ball. He had his hands in a proper position, but it was a little too far behind him.
3rd down and 10. Mike Williams on the headset to his coaches upstairs. Matt Nagy, the junior quarterback, has been shut down second half. 3rd and 10. Nagy throwing. Was he in bounds? He was, yes. And a 1st down.
Who's that, Tyler Hayes? Tyler Harris on that one? Let me see here.
It is Harris.
Tyler Harris. He's a sprinter on the track team. What great concentration, got the feet down.
Nagy threw it the only place he could. Kreider, big yardage.
He has to mix this run game in there just enough to keep Berwick defense honest. Kreider has rushed for 1,200 yards this year. He can rush that football.
Pick up a 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball just shy of the Berwick 32. Trips far side. Again, it's the fullback. Stopped at the 30-yard line. Seems like when Kreider can pick up yardage, he really gets the crowd fired up.
Well, I think Kreider has to get the ball. You know, every other player saw it 2 times in a row. Burke was kind of waiting for that one. Canals came in there and stopped it. Kaufman again. And they're very close to a first down.
3rd down and 1. We're under 4 minutes to go in the 4th. Nagy will throw. He has Ziegler. It's a first down. 1st and goal inside the 10. What a call. Gutsy call.
I can't believe that call. I'm a very conservative coach, and I was surprised at that one. They played real tough on Ziegler, and instead of just stopping there like he usually has, he just ran right by the defender. And this ball was thrown over the defender's head. You'll see here, Ziegler runs by him now. This ball is perfect. Right there between 2 defenders, and he almost breaks this one.
It's a 20-yard pickup. 1st and goal. The fullback to the 6.
Manheim Central just goes straight ahead that time behind Bo Moore, Steve Foote, Chad Vanelli, Pat Quinn, Walt Zimmerman, their offensive line, who've done a great job today for guys who are a little bit undersized compared to Berwick.
Good drive by the Barons. They've had the ball a little over 2 minutes on this drive. Under 3 minutes to go. Nagy pitches. Kreider inside the 5. Dangerous pitch.
Very dangerous here. They're trying to run a split back veer that time. They ran it up inside. The pitch relationship was too bad. It was too close. Also, Weaver does an excellent job in playing the pitch man. He's in the backfield. Kreider got a lot more yards than he should have that time.
3rd and goal from the 4. Power eye. Nagy wide open. Touchdown, Barons.
That was Hondrew.
Jason Hondrew, the tight end, was all alone.
That's the 3rd different play. They ran out of that power eye set. They're going to fake power eye right. He's going to turn around. Nobody home. He sneaks out the back door. What a great football play.
We saw that play last week against Montoursville. It worked then too. Hondrew wide open. We are tied at 29. This extra point will give the Barons the lead. Matt Deppen is on. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's perfect. Manheim is in the lead by 1 at 30 to 29.
I'll tell you, John, what a drive. And that 1 3rd down call was phenomenal by Coach Williams that time to pass to Ziegler. And now we see what Berwick's made of. Did they come back with 2:09 left?
There's plenty of time on the clock. Berwick has all their timeouts.
There's the hat. I like that hat, John.
Let's watch it again. Nagy, great fake.
No pressure on Nagy at all. He thought it was a power eye. Power. Throws back. Hondrew, he made sure he had a hold of that ball. He squeezed it.
What a game we are seeing. There's been 2 ties and 5 lead changes in this ball game.
If you're at home watching this game, you can't leave the couch or the chair, wherever you are. You gotta stay. You can't go to the bathroom. You gotta drink nothing.
These teams have been going at it for over 2 hours. George Curry has been there before.
Hit the right side on this. You can take it to the
Thompson a kick. And he'll go deep with it. This is Keck. Keck with a return out over the 35.
Very popular hash kick. You keep everything on that sideline. You squeeze it in, and you don't let the guy break any place else.
It's Curry by committee.
Anybody can do this job, Curry and Robbins can.
Under 2 minutes, Berwick with all their timeouts. They trail by 1. Almost intercepted. Robbins gets it back. He'll lose yardage on the play.
Well, they were up in the face right here of the receivers. Robbins is trying to throw the out pattern, which he does so well, but the defense is uptight now. Both defenses have done the same thing. I think it was Palmer going up there. He's 6'2". He can get up real high, and it goes right back to Robbins.
That was Palmer who batted it down. Timeout on the field. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
John, one observation. Now, we saw Dave Robbins last year stepping into the shoes of Ron Paulus, and there were some games he was very insecure. I just saw him a couple of seconds ago on his way out on the field. He looked at me and winked. We've got a confident young man. Back up to the booth.
He's a card player.
I think George's got to come up with some stuff now. That was a little bit of a setback on that football play. Definitely the momentum is with Manheim Central at this point.
Jason Palmer with the deflection. He skied to bat that one down.
The knee injury for 3 games. Of course, they were still winning, and they missed him deeply, and they said he would be ready to go today. They kind of kept him out as long as they could to get him healthy. He's a ball player. Coach said he probably will be a strong safety with the college recruiters looking at him heavily.
Look at Mike Williams, agonizing on the sideline.
Well, that smile he had at halftime, that Cheshire Cat smile, he was happy, and he said the same thing. He said, our guys think they won the game already, and it's not over, and he was right.
Robbins, 12 of 15, 104 yards and a touchdown. That last play was a completion.
I don't know what's going on out there now. There's a lot of talking.
Lucky they only lost a couple of yards on that play. Keep in mind, they have an excellent kicker in Tom Boot. We have a penalty. Look at Mike Williams is on the field. I'd like an explanation as well.
Let's hear it.
And it's a big one, too.
On the last play, there were 12 men on the defense.
Wow.
It's a 15-yard penalty and first down.
When did they find that out?
Wow. When did that take place?
That's a long time after to call that play.
In any event, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Huge break. Robbins out of the gun. Has time. Goes for Remley. Incomplete.
That's thrown up high for Remley. He's 6'3". Ziegler on him, who's 5'7", and coach said Ziegler's a jumper.
You know what Curry's doing here is he's setting up the next play. He's got to stretch out that defense.
I'll tell you, that ball was on the money. Remley had his hands on it, and Ziegler got up there real high for 5'7". He's a jumper.
Robbins, 5 out of 6, his first incompletion, second half, 40 yards. There you see Tom Boot. Could be called upon for a field goal. 2nd and 10. Hayes in motion. Robbins throws. Wide open. And a first down. First time Brian Laubach has touched the ball. Curry calls another timeout. Watch it again. Good point, JP. But here's a kid who doesn't normally receive the ball. He gets it, and he's just going to run for the first down. That's a great play. You see Joe Paterno at Penn State do that a lot. You got Kyle Brady, and then all of a sudden you bring in Olsmer, the second tight end, when they're in that goal line formation. And the ball goes to Olsmer in the end zone because nobody thinks he's going to get the ball. Same thing with Laubach. They think he's in there to block, sneaks off the line, makes the catch. The battle of the bands, the battle of the crowds, and a great battle down on the field. 1:27 on the clock. Berwick with the football and driving. 1st and 10 at the Manheim 34. They trail by 1.
has all kinds of outside blitzes going. Offensive line is keeping the ball. Remley's just running around.
Palmer slipped down.
Palmer fell down. Remley gets it. Excellent concentration. Walks in the end zone. Touchdown.
Jason Palmer was there, but he slipped down. Berwick in the lead. 35-30, 1:18 on the clock.
We said he's going for 2. Right now to make it 7, to make it tough on him. 1 doesn't really help.
He's got to go for the 2. Berwick with the timeout.
Well, he said if anybody could do this, could get this play in there, George Curry and Robbins, the combination of the coach and the quarterback could get it done. And Remley, who's been phenomenal lately, you can't. There's not many words to describe what this kid has done lately.
A little R&R for the Bulldogs tonight. Remley and Robbins.
Look at the time he has. This guy's doing a great job of blocking, running around with their hands up. There goes the ball up high again. Get the ball. You tell so many receivers to get the ball at its highest point.
Bulldogs need the insurance. They have to make this a 7-point game.
The fans are booing. I think they had an awful lot of time on that timeout.
Let's go, line!
2 tight ends. Robbins looking, throwing. They get it. Dave Keck.
Bootleg throwback pattern, as good as I've ever seen it run.
1:18 to go in the 4th. Berwick in the lead, 37-30.
He runs a fake in here, fake again, and the guy fakes to his Keck. Keck's going to keep on going. He throws it off the wrong foot, falling down, and 2 points.
And what sold that play is Robbins on the play action. Just looked to Hayes just for a moment, and then came back the other side.
This guy is so cool, junior quarterback.
Coach, we're here
talking about nickel
Curry.
defense.
George Curry on the sidelines telling his defense, we're going to go with the nickel.
Well, the last 2 kickoffs have been great by Boop, putting Manheim Central in bad field position both times.
This game is not over. Not by a long shot.
Good line, you guys. You did it. Whole time.
Coaches are certainly right on these 2 teams, ranking them the way they did.
Stop it, Remley.
Boop with the kickoff. This is Ziegler. It's to the outside. Ziegler gets out at the 35. Good return. Manheim on the offense.
Well, Coach Williams said he's the guy. Ziegler's the guy. They want to get the ball and kick off and punt returns. They said he's a little gnat. He just runs around and finds the holes.
1:10 on the clock. Berwick with 1 timeout remaining. Manheim has 2. Nagy, Kaufman with the pressure. Nagy gets away. Nagy gets out of bounds. Pick up a 2 on the play.
But Berwick has about 6 defensive backs in there, and that's the problem. Nagy saw a whole bunch of white shirts out there, and he did not want to throw it up for grabs.
Penalty flag back at the 50.
That's a late. The flag was thrown about 30 seconds late, and there's another one.
It's against Berwick.
You know, when I said they had about 6 D-backs in, they might have had 6 linemen also. Remember George said he was going to put in the nickel. He probably put in 6 cents.
Well, on that last drive, Manheim was caught with 12 men on the field.
One of these guys are so good. They play with 12 guys a lot of times.
We'll let the officials sort it out. They'll mark it off from the line of scrimmage. That was just shy of the 35.
George plays a lot of kids that they're not allowed to play 12.
15-yard pickup. Both teams with costly penalties.
Anticipation on the defense, 12 men on the field, 15 yards, first down.
Really, that's unacceptable for both teams this late in the season. Crucial situations, both teams caught with 12 men on the field. Look at the way Berwick's DBs are set up.
Prevent defense here.
Nagy, 1st and 10. All kinds of time. He throws. Complete Doherty to the 26 and a 1st down.
Clock just found the open hole. He found the open hole in the defense.
They move the chains. Manheim does not call a timeout. Trips far side. Nagy again for Ziegler. Incomplete. Hayes caught it out of bounds. 2nd down.
That was the pass play that they got the crucial 3rd down on their last drive, and it almost worked again because the defense was a little tighter that time.
Watch it once again.
He's going to try to get Ziegler just past the defense right there. Good defense.
Tim Mason is in there, 22. He's been playing a lot here in the 2nd half. See, they have Kaufman rushing from a defensive end spot. Nagy looking and throwing. Complete. 1st and goal. Ziegler again. Nagy calls timeout.
Nagy to the net. He just sneaks in again.
What a game. Watch it again.
This Nagy is cool. He just hangs in there. What a ball. Over the top of the linebackers. This kid catches the ball, gets smacked. Good possession.
Seconds on the clock. Timeout on the field.
The 4-yard line.
1st and goal when the Barons come to the line. Berwick leading 37-30. If you think ahead, they get in. 37-36. You go for the tie, send it to overtime, or do you go for the win now? Something that Mike Williams is thinking about.
I'm glad I don't have to make that decision. The confidence he has in his team right now, he just might go for it. They got a momentum going here. It might be the time to go.
Right. There you see the numbers. What a battle. 1st and goal. Trips to the far side. Kreider, the fullback. Nagy throwing. Intercepted. Jason Canals.
Front of it.
Nagy went to the heart of the defense once too often.
The dream that Manheim had here today has come to an end, I'm afraid. It's what a drive. These kids are super kids of both teams.
You want us to title. You want us that good job.
Manheim with a 61-yard drive. It is stopped in the end zone. Berwick is headed for Altoona.
On the way to Altoona. What a football game.
The Berwick Bulldogs of the 1994 PIAA Class 3A Eastern champions. And they can thank that young man.
It wasn't easy.
This is one of the best I have ever witnessed.
This Manheim Central is such a proud football team. A lot of people didn't give them a chance. They said they played in a weak league, and the coach said, no, we didn't.
The matchup next Friday night in Altoona is set. Berwick will take on Sharon. Let's look at that play. Nagy went to the heart of the defense.
Waiting for it to clear.
Hanging in that zone.
I tell you, it was open if he threw it the right way, threw a little bit too far ahead, and Knaus was playing his zone the right way.
Let's go down to the field. Andy Palumbo and George Curry.
George, this has to be the most fantastic ball game.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You guys got it on prime time. There's no show on television that could have matched that one. You guys had a heck of a show tonight. I don't think anybody's going to complain about preempting some other programs because of this ball game. I'll tell you what. I know one thing. You better have a good heart to see this game.
I love you at CBS. Tell me what was in your gut as that clock was winding down and Manheim Central was driving.
I never thought of anything else. I figured somebody'd make a play, and that Canals, God bless him. He's something, isn't he? Hey, let me enjoy this one.
This is the toughest challenge you've ever had?
Well, we got one more. This was the biggest, though. We played him in their backyard, and we won the game.
You're playing Sharon next week. Do you know anything about Sharon?
Sharon win?
Yes.
Power football. I know Jimmy Wilder, their coach. He does a great job. I'll see you later, alligator.
Okay. Berwick head coach George Curry going to celebrate. Let's take it back up to the booth.
JP says George hasn't seen Baywatch, huh?
I guess not. I don't know.
In a while, Crocodile final from Hershey Park Stadium. Berwick is headed to Altoona. They hold on to beat Manheim 37-30. We'll be right back.
Hershey Park Stadium with Jason Canals. Tell me about that interception that saved this ball game.
It just came out, the guy rolled out. I just sitting there and it just threw it right to me.
How was this game? This was a hard-fought battle for
next
2
week
hours.
is the biggest, but this was a hard-fought game. They're one hell of a football team, but we did it. We did it when we had to do it. So
toughest game you've ever had?
One of the toughest, definitely. Next week will be the best.
Celebrate. Thank you very much. Let's take it back upstairs to John and JP.
You better watch out. They may just make him a tight end. He surely has good hands.
He was open. He ran a good pattern on that one. He was sitting in the right place. He did his job. He was in the zone. He was watching the quarterback's head, watching the quarterback's eyes, and he made the big interception.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed one of the great football games here at Hershey Park Stadium. The Berwick Bulldogs are headed to Altoona. Manheim Central's 26-game winning streak comes to an end. Their unbeaten season comes to an end as well. What a ball game. Very, very impressed by this team.
Hey, well, Berwick just beat Allentown Central Catholic last week. Manheim Central, both teams were ranked nationally. Both teams with long winning streaks. Berwick is the giant killer.
Final numbers in this ball game, you see it there. You know, just so even the Barons with 259 yards passing, but Berwick really did do a good job second half defending the pass.
Again, George Curry comes out with a great game plan in the second half. They mixed up, they changed their defenses a little bit and confused Nagy, but still he hung in there all the way.
Berwick with no turnovers in this game, Barons with 3, and they were crucial.
Oh, there's no question about it.
There you see the mob scene here at Hershey Park Stadium. The final once again. Berwick headed to Altoona. They have defeated Manheim Central 37-30. For my partner JP Mack, Andy Palumbo down on the sidelines, our statistician Greg Wright, our entire crew, I'm John Nugent. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we hope to see you again next Friday. Bye-bye, everybody.